When Arjun and his family moved into their new house, everything seemed perfect. The house was old but beautiful. It stood alone at the end of a quiet road, surrounded by tall trees. The neighbors rarely came outside, and nobody talked much about the house. On his first night, Arjun woke up suddenly. His digital clock read 2:13 a.m. At first, everything was silent. Then he heard it, a soft whisper. Arjun. His heart skipped a beat. He sat up and looked around his room. Nobody was there. Thinking he had imagined it, he went back to sleep. The next night, at exactly 2:13 a.m., the whisper returned. This time it was clearer. Arjun. The voice seemed to be coming from the end of the hallway. Arjun stepped outside his room. The hallway was dark. At the far end stood a wooden door. Locked. The same door his parents had warned him never to open. The following morning he asked about it. His mother immediately changed the subject. His father looked nervous. "Just stay away from that room," he said. Days passed. Every night at 2:13 a.m. the whisper came back. Sometimes it called his name. Sometimes it simply said, "Help me." Soon strange things began happening. Family photos showed a dark figure standing behind him. Doors opened by themselves. Footsteps echoed through empty rooms. One night Arjun decided to record the whisper on his phone. He waited. 2:13 a.m. The voice came again. He recorded everything. The next morning he played the audio. At first there was only silence. Then a voice whispered, "Behind you." Arjun froze. Slowly he turned around. Nobody. But when he looked back at his phone, the screen had gone black. For a brief second he saw a pale face staring at him from the reflection. That night he couldn't take it anymore. He grabbed the key hanging in his father's study and walked toward the locked room. The door creaked open. Dust filled the air. Inside stood an old mirror covered with a white cloth. On the wall beside it were hundreds of scratches. As he moved closer, he noticed words carved into the mirror's frame. "Don't look for too long." Ignoring the warning, he pulled away the cloth. His reflection stared back. Everything looked normal. Then he noticed something. A shadow was standing behind him. Tall, thin. Its eyes were completely black. Arjun spun around. Nothing. The room was empty. His breathing became heavier. Slowly he looked back at the mirror. The figure was now much closer, almost touching him. The lights suddenly went out. Police searched every room. No footprints, no signs of struggle, no clues. Only one thing remained. On the dusty mirror, written by an unseen finger, were the words, "He is with us now." Years later, another family moved into the house. On their first night, their young son woke up at exactly 2:13 a.m. From the locked room came a desperate whisper. "Please help me." The voice sounded exactly like Arjun. Subscribe for next part.